It's lit.
Get it? Okay, I'm done. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylee and this is Get Lit with Kaylee, where we get lit and talk about books. So yeah, that's about it. End of the video. Bye. Just kidding. So far on my channel, I have done a few different kinds of videos. I've done some wrap-ups, I've done some TBRs, I have done a bookshelf tour, and I've done some hauls. But what I haven't done yet is something that I want to start doing. I have a couple of different video ideas that I want to start incorporating over the next couple of months. I saw Haley Hughes do this first, and so shout out to you, Haley Hughes. Hey girl. She's a fellow Texan baddie, and I love her videos. She's awesome. If you like horror, thrillers, those types of videos, definitely. On Haley's video, she does this thing called a taste test. And essentially what she does is she reads a couple different books from an author that's new to her. And so that's what I want to do. I think that's a really, really great idea. She's the first person I saw do it. If there's other creators, or I haven't watched an episode of a little series that I want to have called Author Taste Test. So original. So the first, this video is going to be coming out in hopefully end of September, maybe October of 2024. And the first author that we're going to be tasting, just kidding, is going to be Alexis Henderson. Wow. Wow. What a great way to start the video off. I really think that this is going to be a really great way to jumpstart into this because it's thrillers and like paranormal books, it seems like, but like this one's about witches, Year of the Witching, duh. And it's going to be set, I believe, in Salem, and it's a historical kind of fiction book. Excuse me. And then we have House of Hunger, and this one is about, I don't think it's about vampires, okay? But I think it's more about the Blood Maidens. So not so much about the vampires. It's more about the girls that are like succumbing to this, like they're giving their blood for, I guess, like for money or something like that. I'm not sure. But anyway, stunning books. So yeah, super pumped about these. But I'm going to be reading both of these books in this video. Hopefully I like both of them. So this is really exciting. This is why I wanted to kick it off with this first author, because her third book just came out called, oh God, Academy for Liars, I believe. Yeah. All right. That one just came out. And so I'm like, duh. Yeah. So I figured it might be a good time to start out with Year of the Witching. We're gonna start out with this one. I have heard, because I've heard that it is more of a thriller, so correct me if I'm wrong. So I thought that might be a good way to jumpstart this video. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started reading this book tonight. Hopefully it's not too scary because I am by myself, and yeah, I don't want to be too creeped out. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I'm not going to give a chapter update because I'm only on chapter 3. And if I did for every single chapter, it would take a million years to get through this. But oh my gosh, it's getting good. Even at chapter 3, I'm starting to see kind of like they talked about the backstory of the witches. This is spoiler free, by the way. But they're talking about kind of like, this is folk horror. I was trying to think of that. It's giving folk horror. And yeah, it's like there's something beyond the woods, and it's kind of like that. I think was it Stacey Willingham, like that book? Can't remember now. I think it was a book of the month book that I read though that had a similar kind of premise. But yeah, they're giving the backstory on kind of like the mom and the family dynamics and like the town dynamics, and it's it's just very radicalized, really radicalized Catholicism within like this puritanical like society. And it's just, I don't know, it's getting good. But yeah, I also think it's kind of interesting that they named the ram Judas, and it's a ram. So again, it's giving the witch. So, hey guys, I just want to give a little update about where I am in Year of the Witching. Okay, so I'm halfway done, and it's 11 p.m. I hardly got any reading done today, and I think I literally read like 50 pages today, so not doing very good. I wanted to finish this tonight, so maybe I'll get another 50 pages. I'm not sure, but it's getting good. Definitely have a plot. I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, and I don't think this is spoilery because I don't know if there's a reason for it, but there's no years like or dates in the book. And what I mean by that is like, this is like, look at the cover. Okay, so you would think that it's like in the 1600s or something like that, right? Well, it doesn't say it, so I don't know if there's like, if that's intentional or if there's a reason why or what, but it's very bizarre that like, I think they didn't say that, and they're like alluding to a couple things in the book that would make you think that maybe there's a reason for it. Okay, again, I feel like if the more I talk about it, the more spoilery I'm being, which it's not because I don't know anything. These are all speculations. I'm just halfway, okay? But it's getting really, really good. We're getting more about the relationships. Our main character definitely is like not like other girls, but she still has like this blind faith to what she knows, and it's almost like they're living in this like cult in the middle of the woods somewhere, and she is still like so devout into her like faith and everything else. And it's just really interesting. So I'm really excited to see what happens and what happens to her, what happens to our main character. But yeah, I'm really liking this so far, and it's looking like I'm gonna buy the third book. And oh my god, I'm not even halfway down. I'm like barely halfway done with this first book, but I really like it. And then House of Hunger is like half the size. I think it's like 250 pages. So I can definitely read that. Like if I start it tomorrow morning, like I can finish it like midday probably tomorrow. Anyways, but yeah, this is really, really good so far. I'm liking it. Yeah, I'll give you some more updates. Hopefully my goal tonight is to get to page 250, but I'm gonna probably have to stay up for like 2 hours to do that. All right, bye guys. Morning. So it's Saturday morning. Oh shit. I forgot I put in drive. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. Anyways, before I crashed my car getting out of the driveway here. Yeah, so last night I got to page like 250, and then this morning, so I'm about to finish it when I get back from the gym, and then I might stop into Home Goods again. Because now that like I went last night and I put my Halloween stuff up, there's like some little pieces kind of missing. So I'm gonna see if they have, I need wicker baskets. I want like 2 big ones for the side of the fireplace. And then, what else? Oh, I would like to get like a little, something for under the fireplace, like a little garland. So that's really what I want. So I gotta find that. But anyways, after I go to the gym, after I go there, potentially, then I will come back and I'm gonna finish Year of the Witching because I have like 20 pages left, but it's more fast-paced now, but I really like the story, and if this was made into a movie, I feel like it would be really, really cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to the gym real quick and then come back, and then I'll update you once I finish the book. Bye. Okay, I am back from the gym and from Home Goods. Oh my god. I lost my mind yesterday, and then I realized when I put everything away, I was kind of missing some stuff, and there were some other ideas I had. So I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna go back today and kind of get my little filler pieces that I wanted to get to really make it pop in here. So here's my little Halloween. Okay, I'm done. I got this. This was one of these little things. We have an area in the corner that needs some TLC. We really want to get like a fake olive tree or a fiddle tree, but we can't find like the perfect one that we want. But anyway, so I figured I would get like a big vase, like a clear vase to put this in. I don't have one and they didn't have one there, so I'm just gonna have to keep looking. But as soon as I saw this, I was like, wow, I needed it. So I got this little vessel. And I'm gonna put potpourri, whatever it's called, in it. The bottom even, it kind of has that like stained or the smoked out mirror glass. So I thought that would be perfect in here. You know, I could put some white little balls in it or something and make it Christmassy too. So I think for every holiday I can use that. So I thought that was a pretty good find. And then, oh, and then I got this potpourri to put inside of it. I hope it smells good, but even if it doesn't, whatever, it's really cute. It has pumpkins and sunflowers in it. So I think that would be a really great addition. Also got this little light up ghost. So when you're decorating, I've always heard that you have to put things into threes, like, or odd numbers, like 1, 3s, and 5s. So I got this to go next to it on the coffee table, which we need a new coffee table because that one that we have, it's just not the vibe. I want like a wooden one in here, but for now, that's what we got. And then I got some garland. So remember, I went in there for garland and wicker baskets. I did find my wicker baskets. I'll show you all that in a second, but aren't these so cute? I think this is gonna look really good under the TV, on the mantle. And so I got 2 wicker baskets. They're the same. This one was only $14. And then I got the bigger one because I needed to put my blankets in one. And we also have just like a little box of crap that we put next to the fireplace, and it's just there. And so I'm gonna like put all that in the smaller one. That's my goal. So I got this little vampire. He's gonna go right next to my ghost girl. He's so cute. I am obsessed with these little doll things that they have over there. I think they're so adorable. But yeah, so this is the one I got for this year. I got this really pretty flower. This is gonna go in the 3 that I was talking about. I just thought this was really pretty. And it has hydrangeas in it. It's like giving New England fall. So that's what I was going for, but that's the end of the haul. Yeah, let's go ahead and put everything up and see how it looks. Okay, I did it. I finished Year of the Witching. I got back about an hour and a half ago, and I put all my Halloween stuff up that I bought, and then I finished, or I made my lunch, and then finished the book. I really liked it. I'm gonna round it up to a 4 for like social medias, but I want to say it's like a 3.75, and I know that's so nitpicky, right? Like, okay, whatever, who cares? But like when I look back on my ratings for myself, I'll know why I did that, okay? And like, I liked it a lot. Okay, I really, really liked it. The pacing was fast enough. Like, it was slow where it needed to be slow, but it wasn't like a boring slow. It was just like slower paced. I feel like I still had a lot of questions, but I feel like it wasn't really needed to be answered. But like for me, I have a lot of questions. And also like I'm kind of convinced Actually, I can't say that right now because it's a spoiler. I liked how it ended. I thought that it ended the way it needed to. Like, when people are so devout in their religion that they make choices that they think are right, but they're not. It's like, is it wrong? Are they in the wrong? Because they really do feel like they are doing the right thing for a higher power. And they believe that in their convictions that, like, it's the correct thing to do. And they're doing right by someone. Even if it is, like, in their religion, like killing somebody or whatever. It was like their sins are washed away. Like, they're going to be in a better place. Like, does that make them a bad person? So that's what this book kind of did make me. It's like a 3.75, 4-star. I still really, really liked it. I think she is so talented. Like, what the heck? This was her debut. Like, so the first book was a witch folk horror. The second book that she wrote was House of Hunger. Hang on, let me get that. Right here. Stunning, stunning. The look of this book can be so different. So I'm actually so excited to get into this one I'll check in though after I start this and give you my thoughts. Okay, it is the next day. I am in bed reading House of Hunger. I started it a little bit ago. I was doing some errands and things. And like, I love vampire books. This is definitely a lot different than other vampire books that I've read. So, and I like it because, I mean, I don't discriminate, okay? I like all vampire books, but this one, why I think it's different is because it's not like they're like another species or like, it doesn't seem like they are so much like turned into a vampire or anything like that. Like, all of the nobles in this world are bloodthirsty, and they get like, she talks about how like they shave their canines to be like to protrude more, things like that. But it seems like these people have a lot of money, and this is like what they choose to spend their money on. Like, if you've got like blood maidens, so and if you can like afford to have them, like, you know, and so like people's blood tastes different, and there's like a blood connoisseur, and so he tries to find maidens to bring over there, and he gets like a finder's fee. And so we have our main character, and now she is, you know, escaping the slums where she lives, and she's going to be a blood maiden. And a blood maiden in this world is not just like a servant. It's like very elite to be a blood maiden. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot so far. There's like some sapphic like love interests going on, but yeah, like, I'm having a good time with it. I feel like it's definitely a little bit different than the first book, which I like. So yeah, we're gonna keep going, and my goal is actually to get to like page 200 tonight. Again, I'm on page like 75, so I think I can do it. Okay, so we are about halfway done. Have to say, the plot and stuff from like the first book I think was a little bit better, but I like vampires so much, and all like that whole world, and like how like seductive it can be and all these things. And especially in this world, it kind of like has all the making of that, but it's not as like salacious as I thought it would be. It's like it's like sort of slow, and I feel like, I don't know, the other characters are like kind of like two-dimensional or something. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. I'm like, okay, like, nothing's really like, things are happening, but also like nothing is really happening. It's very much like a Carmilla kind of retelling, I think. Like, I'm enjoying my time. If I had to rate it right now, like, if I had to, I don't know, give a guesstimation on what it's gonna be, I would say it's probably gonna be around 3-star. I just feel like a whole lot of nothing is happening, even though there is stuff going on. So I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's where we are. And I'm kind of just like wanting to hurry up and finish this tonight. so I can read something else tomorrow. So we'll see.
Approximately 10 hours later.
All right. I have some thoughts. So it is about to be like 12:45 in the morning, and I stayed up because I wanted to finish this book, not because I was having a good time. Like last night, and I was reading Year of the Witching, or no, I'm sorry, today. I was having a good time. Well, actually, too, last night, when I was reading it, I was like, oh, this is like, I'm gonna read until I get tired. Not happening today. Premise alone, I thought I was gonna like this one the best because it's a vampire book. I was obsessed with The Dowry of Blood. I read it last month. Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite books of the year. I could not stand Marion, who's our main character. She was so freaking annoying. It's like, in the beginning, she was very subservient and was like, okay, yeah, sure. You know, she was a maid. Kind of gave the vibes of like the beginning of The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. And her brother like was really mean to her, and she like got out of, she was like, okay, I'm gonna get out of this situation that I'm in, and be a blood maiden. And then, this is not spoiler-y, I don't think, because this is what the book's about, but anyway, so she goes there, and chaos ensues, obviously, but then her character kind of, like, changes, and then, instead of being this, like, subservient, like, I just want to get out of the situation, I can't go back, it's like, she's breaking all the rules. She's doing all the shit that is like, they're like, you will get fired. You will get fired and have to go home. And have to face everything she left behind. Which I can't say in the book because it's a spoiler. But I'm just sitting there and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Stay in your lane. And I get it wouldn't be like a story if like something was not off. But I felt like it could have been different. And, like, in a way, like, the whole point of the book is, like, talking about, like, desire being maddening and, like, the control and blah, blah, blah. But, like, I saw where it was trying to go. But it was just so, it just felt so flat for me. And it's so disappointing because, again, like, I really liked Year of the Witching. I really enjoyed the beginning of this book a lot. It was giving me like 4.5 star energy, like beginning of the book. And then all of a sudden, it just kept going downhill. So, anyways, that's my vibe. That's my take. I'm going to do my full wrap up tomorrow, talk about my thoughts. I think tonight, though, I need to like stew on it a little bit, sleep on it, and see what I think about tomorrow for the taste test. Yeah, I'm just like... Anyway, good night. Hi guys. Okay, so we are at the end now. So it is actually Monday. I finished House of Hunger yesterday. I gave y'all my thoughts on it, but just to recap, wanted just to kind of go over my initial thoughts now that I've had a day to kind of like process it and think about it. And I think I'm gonna stick to my guns. So just to recap, this was the first episode of author taste tests where we tasted, sounds so weird, Alexis Henderson. So we read Year of the Witching and House of Hunger. Overall thoughts, I really liked Year of the Witching more than House of Hunger, which is totally crazy because I thought it would be the other way around since I have been in this vampire reading mood here recently. And to be honest with you, okay, so I'm gonna stick to the 2.5 rating on this book. Only because out of 3, whenever I rate something a 3-star, for me and my rating system, and I think I've said this in other videos, is for me, okay? For me, by me, for me. And really, oh God, that is bad. Anyway, stars, like, I would recommend. It was okay. It was okay time. I had a good time reading it. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I'd recommend it. If it's something that I think you would like, then I'll recommend it. If it's under a 2-star or under a 3-star for me, then for my own rating purposes, I can reflect back and say, I really didn't care for it. And if you like these types of books, I don't think you would really care for it either. So with that being said, I'm going to stick with my 2.5 rating of House of Hunger. Reason why, maybe it's not the book's fault. It might be actually, this might be a me thing. This year, or actually this past month, I have read ENF'd, The Familiar. I read Education and Malice, and it was good. Was it my favorite? No, but it was still good. I think I rated like a 3.5. And then I read A Dowry of Blood, which, y'all, that's definitely like my new personality. I loved it so much. That's what kind of took me on this S.T. Gibson train. So, you know, I've read a few Carmela retellings, and I don't know. I think this one was definitely the weaker of the ones that I have read. And I think reading them so close together, it made me kind of like compare them. So again, maybe not the book's fault, but I just really didn't connect. I felt like this main character didn't know who she was. And like, that's not part of her arc. It was just like, she was all over the place when the stakes were way less. So I'm just like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. I didn't really care for it. Am I going to keep it? Because yes, the cover is gorgeous. And I did really like Year of the Witching. And so I think I am going to read her newest book, Academy for Liars. I haven't heard any reviews on it yet. So I'm excited to see what people think about that one and how they compare to these two books. But I will say, I'm not going to be prioritizing it. So if I would have given both of these like 4 and 5 stars, then I probably would have ran to the bookstore and like ordered it yesterday. But I didn't feel that want to do that. So because of those reasons, I'm not going to read that book. I'm not prioritizing Academy for Liars, but I do plan on reading it eventually. So that was the wrap up. I think this was a really successful reading, or first episode of reading or taste testing authors. Reading these two back to back didn't feel like too much because they were so different. So it wasn't like, you know, I needed a break or something in between, but I do feel like in the future, I'll pick authors with, also with kind of slightly different types of books. But yeah, this was really fun. I'm so glad that we did that. Thank you so much for coming along. And as always, thank you so much. And if you could, if you made it to the end of the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. That would really help me out. And then also just remember to take care of yourself and do something to make yourself happy today. But we'll see you next time, and bye guys.